Tell them. Hey chat, sorry about that. I wanted the stream to start with a proper name for once, so I had to restart it. But yes, we are back. We will be chilling today mostly with Hard Space Shipbreaker, which may or may not be chaotic, but we will find out. So give me a minute here and we should be good. Alright, now we are unmuted. Hello, Nazo. Hello, Trixon. How you all doing?
Hey, yo.
I got home and I passed out pretty much immediately after work. And I forgot to set my alarm pretty much. So I wake up, it's 12:50 where I am, and I'm like, well, I guess it'll be okay, but shit.
I guess it'll be okay.
Let me see here. Let me go ahead and open Spout 2. Not Spout 2. It's alright. There we go. God, what is everything on my machine want to work against me? But yes, chat, today we will be simply... Oh, why is the game showing up in that resolution?
Extract your first class.
Ah, boy. Okay. Once again, gotta tackle resolution issues. Options. No. No. What are you doing? Okay. 1920 by 1080. It is not streaming in 1920 by 1080. Oh well. Chat, I'm scuffing it and just up. I'm sizing it up manually.
This one's not quite as simple. Just pull it and barge it, right? Pretty straightforward. Well,
I am
sure
some ways
head
into the game, by the way.
Rather, the reactor was in one piece. Pulling this beast without proper prep is a sure way to print yourself a receipt for a new spare.
The weird push thing.
Sure, prep.
Weird push
But you're on the clock. Don't forget.
It's actually been a while since I actually played this. Actually, I haven't played this since
Like
before
any
I
reactor,
moved.
it'll melt down soon as it's disconnected from its housing. And these class
Donuts,
2
yes.
will
How's it
melt
hanging?
down
Not
mighty quick
bad, not
unless
bad.
you
Thank
do
you
two
for being
things
here,
first.
Donix.
First, release the connection to the
I'm
thruster.
try not blowing ourselves up.
Really
Here.
quite
Remove the coolant from the ship's
The Chief's chair is
environmental
also saying
control
hi very excitedly.
or
Hello,
CU.
hello, chair. Your face is very comfy.
Or just cut a hole, pull it, and barge it.
They're also sending you
Make sure you
1,000
clear an
headshots.
extraction route before
Aw.
doing anything, Cutter. As soon as you release the thrusters and mess with the ECU coolant, that reactor will enter a controlled meltdown. Oh, and if you're having trouble
I love
finding
touching up
everything,
line work?
Try using the systems mode of your scanner.
So what?
Let's see. Oh right, I can. If I hold the bumper, I can hold on to stuff to stabilize myself. Oh fuck!
Donk.
I am okay, chat.
See, this is why I want a third monitor, so that way I can actually look at chat and the stream at the same time while doing other stuff.
Oh my god. I accidentally blew something up. It hasn't eaten into all my salvage goals, but it took a massive chunk out of everything beyond 5. Should I restart?
You'll be fine. Things happen. Toaster says it says space is alive today, but it doesn't seem that way.
It's alive with solar radiation and explosions.
It's alive with corporate passion.
Corporate passion. Slavery, if you will. I love how when you get hired by this company in the game, you literally die.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cutter. How do you swap the modes in the cutter? Ah, like this. Can I?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Hey Chief, do you have any idea how to add color to a white surface? I'm using a just generic art program.
Generic art program. Adding color to a white surface. I mean, you could apply a layer
without
style
like
to it.
A layer style.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have those.
Like generic paint programs usually have something like that. So you would set it to like a color layer or something.
There we go. Figured it out.
Okay. Oh, okay, so this is garbage. In that case, I don't even know need to worry about it anymore. Ah, okay, that's how you push things. You use the X button. Okay. I'm gonna turn off my night light so I can actually see again. I'm sorry, chat. It's so hard to tell sometimes whether this is a chill game or something that like, oh, I need everybody to shut up so I can focus on what I'm doing.
Most of the time it's the first one, but when you're taking out a reactor or something like that, then it's most of the time the second one.
Yeah. Which
But that's about the
is
only
what I would
time
be
you'll
doing
experience
here.
it.
Okay, let's see here.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
It finally went through. Jesus. What's this? Does this go in the barge? What is this? Pick up? Oh, I can just pick it up. Now, chat, I could try something fun here. As you guys know, my helmet can go on with hand gestures. I don't have that camera on right now, but I can easily just flick it on. Should I remember to take off my helmet and put it on before going in and out? And suffer some form of penalty if I forget. Also, how's the volume? That's important too.
I think that would be. Chief's chair says if you sneeze in space, I want to say bless you.
Space what?
Can anyone say bless you?
Registered.
If you're on a radio frequency, absolutely. Oh shit, I gotta stop that. I'm gonna run out of tethers. I just got a weird error message. But you know what? Let me turn on my my little razor here for my hand tracking. Yeah, okay, it works. That's right, you get like weird camera distortions every time you get close to radioactive stuff.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Aha! There we go. There we go.
Salvage destroyed.
What? Oh.
Refrain from damaging salvage.
But, has chat said anything about the volume?
Let's see. Hey, Dot says the game's a little loud.
Game's a little loud? Alright, let me turn it down.
Skull Kingdom confirms says lower game volume, raise mic volume.
Raise mic.
Tristan says they got up to get snacks, but they're back now.
Alright.
They will have to rise again to retrieve from the microwave shortly.
Alright.
They also said that they did see this game a while ago and it interested them some, but I was always into more. They were always into building ships more than breaking them down. Yeah, I can see that.
You don't like the magic of destruction. You don't enjoy the melody of destruction. Okay. Yes. Okay. Chat, we'll see if that audio works better. Toru, do you play this game on keyboard and mouse or in,
I do.
Okay, fuck, I don't know. I'm trying to remember how you pull things towards you.
There should be a specific tool for it.
Okay. It's left trigger.
Yeah, okay.
Also, Trixon, I might have asked you to play more Dead Space 3 today, but I feel like that's a Friday stream type thing. That's
Yeah,
literally it, and because it would have been very short notice.
Yeah, because it's a Friday. It's nighttime, it's all spooky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I start streaming at 1 on Tuesdays. I might change from Tuesday to Wednesday, chat. Because those are now my new days off at work, and I specifically chose them. I even lied to them and told them, "Oh, I'm starting another part-time job."
I think that my profile picture is completed.
Okay, go ahead and upload it.
It's a little bit crusty, but
I mean, so is the stream thumbnail, to be honest. if anybody like really looks at it.
Where did I save it to? There it is.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Alright, we're gonna start taking apart things from the inside, chat. Bing. We don't need any glare protection. We call those bitch glasses.
Alright. Now to see if it actually updates on the stream.
It should be pretty instant. Let me see. Yeah! Guys, look, Toru's got a little helmet. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Space Owl, yes.
This is Base Owl.
Space Owl. Zbowl. Okay, so I'm going to just assemble everything around the thing first. Go ahead. Sorry, Toru.
I was just reading chat. Nazo said, little bird in space. It's safe to eject.
Safe to eject. He doesn't need the rest of a suit. He's a bird. He'll be fine. The feathers add insulation.
Toaster said, "Look at the owl helm."
It's so perfect and wonderful.
Toaster also said, "Take a shot every time you forget to put the helmet back on."
That's what I was thinking. Wait, what alcohol do I have? Let me go take a look. Because I'm out of rum, unfortunately.
But Trixon, if you are into building ships on top of, or instead of breaking them down, I will recommend you the game's Space Engineer as the main one, if you don't have that already. And there's this tiny little game that me and Takeda were playing a while ago called Avorion. It is much more in-depth than Space Engineers, but also not at the same time.
Okay, chat, good news. I'm not actually out of rum. I'm just out of Kraken. So I've still got two kinds of Bacardi. Bacardi Superior and Bacardi Gold. So if I forget... So, yeah, when I go inside, I absolutely need to take off my helmet. And if I forget that, if I forget to take off the helmet within a minute or two of going inside, I take a shot. And if I forget to put on the helmet when I go outside, I take a shot.
Bryant says, Avorion is good. I didn't know that anyone else played that game.
Avorion. I'll take a look into it sometime. Is it on Steam?
It is. Frickson said they have Space Engineers, but it scares them though, because it prompts them immediately to go watch YouTube tutorials.
Oh no. It does?
They have wanted to get into it forever, but that is so intimidating. See, here's the thing about Space Engineers, is that it's deceptively complex. And the YouTube videos that they actually tell you to watch are official tutorials. They're made by the company.
I mean, that's fun. But I mean, it might still suck if you had to painstakingly minimize your game just to figure out what the hell to do.
But the game, when you really boil down the game, all it boils down to is going places and digging up rocks to then throw into machines. That's it. That's the whole game.
Going places, doing things.
Say, because when you first start out, it gives you this little factory. It's basically it's a survival kit basically into a block. You put that down. You put down some you go out and just dig up some rocks. You throw them into the machine. It turns it into just iron plates. You can then turn that into whatever else. You can turn that into say a wind generator. That's your earliest form of power. And then you go out and dig up some more rocks. That way it can turn it into more iron plates. Then you make an actual factory block, which can do that faster. And then you turn the iron plates into a drill, so that way you can dig up more dirt and rocks. And it makes it faster. The whole game is centered around just digging up rocks.
Yeah.
That's the core gameplay loop of it.
I'm surprised it's called... Wait, are you talking about Avorion or Space Engineer?
Both, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Because... Space Engineers more so, just because the
new ways to
main gameplay loop revolves around that. Just kind of constantly going out and digging up rocks. But Avorion is a bit more focused on the shipbuilding aspect, because you can get a lot more in-depth with what your ships look like, and you can have more of them. Or you can control more of them easier.
That's fun. I like sandboxy type stuff where you can... I imagine you can accidentally blow yourself up a lot.
Yes.
That is lovely. Actually,
Either
they have
by,
some games like that are multiplayer, don't they?
Avorion is multiplayer.
Ah.
So much so that if you form an alliance with other players, you can actually make an alliance ship which can be controlled by multiple people at the same time.
Give it 2 steering wheels.
Not necessarily 2 steering wheels, but more so,
Yeah, like manned by a crew.
you have one person driving and another person on guns.
How do I disengage that? Let's see. Okay, let's time to clear out all the garbage here. Let's tether this. Bang. Alright. Chat
Oh
saying.
yeah, that is true. Nazo was pointing out that Space Engineer 2 is actually coming out soon, and it's best to wait for that to come out to get into Space Engineers. I would recommend it. However, the original Space Engineers is also just nice to get into, in general. I would still recommend getting that one, just so that way you can experience that one first as well.
I mean, I'm all down for it if... Wait, is that one... That's single player only, right?
No, Space Engineers multiplayer.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I'm down.
I mean, something else we could do if you really want, if you really want to get into Space Engineers yourself, Cheap, is we could actually have just like a server
Material deposited.
for Space Engineers for the
Oh.
people that have it.
Like a server or a channel or just a... Or do you mean
An
like...
actual server in the game.
Oh. You have to rent that, don't you?
Maybe? I forget. Unless you want it to be like a dedicated server hosted from your own computer. It'll be like a stream thing.
I'm not going to be a dedicated Space Engineers YouTuber.
I'm just saying it could be a thing you do on stream. You just host the server, have people join in.
Oh, I see what you mean. That's not a bad idea at all. Alright, let's put you
Raw material deposited.
into the processor.
What does YouTube say?
Yes, that's important.
Skull Kingdom said, get some Everclear.
Get some Everclear. I don't
Tom
have
X
any
said
green
rubbing.
berry.
Donex said, make it rubbing alcohol.
Oh my god, that'll actually kill me. I've heard. Oh god, I don't know if I should talk about this or not since this is like a chill stream, but like, I heard a story about a woman who had to perform her own C-section, and she started by chugging rubbing alcohol.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
I thought that would. I thought
Also,
rubbing
cheat
alcohol
that.
could no longer be consumed. Its modern formula is poisonous.
Something like that.
But go ahead.
That item that you were trying to chuck into the furnace, that was a processor item.
Oh, it was? Shit.
Yeah, when you look at something, it will tell you
Yeah.
where it's supposed to go.
I know that, Toru. Thanks.
I don't know, you have trouble reading stuff sometimes.
Look, chat, I invested into creativity and hindsight. I didn't invest into immediate wit, unfortunately.
Nazo says rubbing alcohol is pure sterilizer. At over-the-counter concentration, it would just obliterate your organs.
Then again, the lady in question was Mexican, so maybe she had some like older version of it or something.
Oh well, yeah, at that point it's basically tequila.
It's just tequila.
Transferring credits.
That was a fun detail in the Witcher games, was that sometimes when characters would talk about like sterilizing something, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I poured some spirit on it."
Well, yeah, it's because alcohol is actually a natural sterilizer.
Yeah, it's a fun fact, chat. Alcohol is actually a toxin.
That's why back in medieval times that alcohol was like really light alcohol was so common because they would sterilize the water. It was a very early sterilization method for drinking water.
Wait a minute, that is a processor item in there. That's a barge item. Bam.
Toaster says, "Don't make it rubbing alcohol."
Don't make it rubbing alcohol.
Credit applied.
But yes, retiring. Avorion is good, but it's old. Been out for a little while.
I remember there was a game I played with a friend back in the day. It wasn't anything like this, but it was a space game. Oh, no, that's processor, that's processor, that's processor, that's processor, that's processor. That is processor. Okay. The game was called Shores of Hazaron, and I think it's still running. It's just an independent game.
Processing valuable deposit.
And I didn't get very far with it. I didn't do all that much with it. My internet connection at the time sucked, so it took me like 3 minutes to travel 30 meters. And I just stopped playing one day. But what I thought it was fun about it was that you could actually, the physics in that game are a little bit wonky. So I actually flew from, and it was a space game, like I said. I actually used a helicopter to fly from one planet to another. Oh, shit. Set myself on fire by accident.
You fool.
But I actually used a helicopter to fly from one planet to another and landed. And I was like, this is an achievement of mine. And nobody could take it from me. And that's my story. Oh man, I think I gotta actually get this thing repaired. Shit. Also, chat, I'm gonna rely on you guys to let me know if I accidentally put my helmet down.
Yes. Am I allowed to remind you? As part of the challenge.
You are allowed to remind me, yes. Let's see.
Euron said that they think there is a game where you repair a space station, and if you're not careful, you actually just drift into space. They don't know its name, but it's eerie and creepy.
What's it called again? What is it like again?
You are fixing a space station, but if you're not careful, you can just kind of drift out into space.
Oh god.
Another fun game that we could get the whole server into is running a Space Station 13 lobby.
Oh my god. Go around with the pneumatic cannon shooting drugged food into people's faces. Like, if nobody's seen the Seth Zintuk video on that, go watch it. It's funny. But after, no! Come back here, you bitch!
Trixton said that their first introduction to video games as a kid was going on a walk around on their dad's count in an ancient game called Asheron's Call.
Asheron's Call.
I think I've heard that name before, but...
It sounds very familiar. There's a lot of Zorons. Alright, you go on the prom sensor. Oh, I'm out of tethers? Are you kidding me?
Trixton said they killed it a while back, apparently.
Oh, sad. I need to buy me some more tethers, chat.
They said that it had a long run and it was basically World of Warcraft before World of Warcraft was popular.
God, that's ancient!
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
It's like anything before World of Warcraft that's like, oh my god.
Euron also said they were reminded of this game called Voyager 19. You can go look that up. What is this? Short horror game where you can control a decaying spacecraft exploring a distant star system.
Ooh. I love nihilism in space, it's fun. How do I use tool repair kits? I completely forgot.
I do not remember.
There we go. Bing!
Book.
Oh, this is also barge worthy. Okay.
Credits transferred.
Asheron's Call released in 1999.
Is that really pre-World of Warcraft?
Credits deposited.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And it was shut down in 2017. So
Oh, so it had a long run.
18 years.
Crumbs.
That is a pretty decent amount of time for a game of that type.
Ah, come
Granted.
on! God damn it. Oh, I died.
Granted, World of Warcraft has been out for 20 years, and I think it's still going, so...
Please return to work.
Please return to work.
It's... Udron said their first game were those edutainment games from the 90s,
Oh
where you
my...
essentially read a story and you clicked on background elements of each page. And funny
Yeah.
animations would play.
Yeah,
I
like...
enjoyed those games. I had fun with those.
I think, like, the ones I played were, there was this one game with a dog called Jumpstart. No, First Grade Jumpstart or something like that. And then there was also Putt Putt Saves the Zoo.
I remember those games. I had both of those.
Okay, I gotta be patient with it.
Yeah, Jumpstart First Grade is something that sticks in my memory purely because I was always terrified of that little, like, cooking minigame that they had.
Oh, the Glop Monster?
Yes, that
Oh,
thing
no!
scared me.
The
That thing
Glop
scared me so
Monster.
bad.
Okay, so since most people here probably have no idea what the fuck what the fuck Toru is on about, there were a lot of mini games in because you know it was one of them crappy point and click adventure games. Not even
I'll send
adventure.
a
It was
picture
just,
of the game in the Discord for other people
Yeah.
to see it.
But you could go into the cafeteria and one of the mini games allowed you to just cook and you would have to put together recipes just by dropping them into a little machine that will go. And if you put the wrong recipe together, the dang dog that was the mascot of the game, who would always smile no matter what he was saying, would be like, "Oh no, the Glop Monster," and this freaking it looks like the Great Mighty Pooh except the sweet corn is red. Comes out of the machine and just waves his arm around like.
I'm posting an image of the Glop Monster to the general chat.
Actually, I'm gonna take a look because I want to see like how different it is to my memory.
Honestly, to my memory, that noise you made for it is actually incredibly accurate, like scarily accurate.
Oh, he looks less detailed than I remember.
Persani says, well, 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 if it isn't my favorite Republican.
Isn't my favorite Republican.
Sheep's Chair says their first game was Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, I remember that was a thing back in the day. I never partook, but I knew it was like a TV contest, wasn't it? Well, there was also games. All right, we're gonna barge you.
Persani says their first game was Boulder Dash on the Amiga.
Boulder Dash.
Ugeron says that they remember the Tortoise and the Hare from the Living Books games.
Credits awarded.
Some of those animations were pretty wild, like suddenly object would come to life, you click on a window and I'd start to sing. It sounds about right.
Pretty accurate.
I forget which putt-putt game I have, though. Go find it again.
Like, there were multiple, I'm pretty... Yeah, there were.
Yeah.
And I only played Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. Like, that was the only Putt Putt game I had. I didn't have, like... There are other games like Freddy Fish and whatnot. Or Pajama Sam.
I had Pajama Sam. I had the Pajama Sam game for the Wii, I think.
It was on the Wii?
Yes! There's a
That's
Wii version of
weird.
Pajama Sam.
That is bizarre to think about.
It was it's called No Need to Hide When It's Dark.
Yes. Okay, a streamer named Doug actually played that. No,
Or
he
Don't
had
Fear the Dark.
ChatGPT play it. It was fucking hilarious.
Apparently, Chief's Chair said this a while ago, but I missed it.
Oh.
They said, where's it at? Anime LA. They actually had a booth where they got to promote some of their vanilla art, and also naturally an after hours 18+ booth.
Oh, nice. This was who again?
Chief's Chair.
Chief Chair. Ah. Well, you had a
So they got to promote their art.
Wait a minute.
They got to promote their art at like an actual anime con.
That's awesome, but like, if you're in the server, by all means, like, well, I mean, they probably have a different name of the server, to be honest. And when they say like who they are, I'm gonna be like, oh right, how did I forget that?
Bear in mind, I'm not too good at remembering names either, so I just call them as they are in the chat.
Yeah, no, I forgot who Chief's Chair was too.
Edel is their name beforehand. I don't know if it's something else.
Right. Actually, yeah, this is Eldegard or Edelgard.
Yes.
Are you even in the server? Because I know I've only ever spoken with Eldegard on Twitter. Now, for anybody joining us for the first time on the YouTube side, of which I am doubtful, but just in case, you know, provided you are 18, there is a link in the description on the YouTube side that will take you to the Discord server. Come, you know, just come join little community.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit.
Okay, I need to remember that Elgard is just my chair. Alright, let's see how long it takes it to pull over.
They said they want to join, but they keep forgetting it has an 18+ side. Are you not an 18+ artist?
Wait a minute, yeah. Wait. Wait. Are you not 18 years or older? If you're not, then I mean, yeah, absolutely don't join. But here I was thinking that you were an 18+ artist by and large. Which now, that's just confusing me.
Oh no, they're saying that they keep forgetting that they can share their stuff there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Minor confusion.
Actually, wait, Eldegard, what is your name in the server itself? Because I can give you I can let you into the 18+ side of the server. Chat, we are almost at the point to where I can. Why won't this move? Almost to the point to where I can barge this thing after separating it from here.
Have you made sure to cut off the fuel line?
You don't cut off the fuel line until you're about to move it, right?
Well, I don't mean literally cut off the fuel line. There's a lever inside where you can disable the flow of fuel.
Oh, okay.
The thruster or anything, so that way it doesn't explode immediately when you try to remove it.
Oh, I thought this was a reactor.
It is, but the thruster is still mounted to it, and you need to cut the fuel from the reactor to the thruster.
Okay. Let's take a look here.
I will be right back.
Okay.
I need to go get food.
Yes, that is important. Alright, what is this? That is a thruster. Okay, so I can cut that. Right, it's that thing that explodes if I... Okay. Oh, I gotta use that. Come on, activate. I'm hitting X, machine.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Why? That's weird. I can't actually... Activate thruster switch. Unpowered. It needs to be powered? Oh no. It might explode. That needs to be barged. Processor. That's for the processor? I thought I had to barge this. Oh god, I'm gonna wait till Toru gets back before I start fucking with that. Yep.
Salvage secured.
How goes it, chat?
Applying credit.
Think. There we go. Collect
Salvage
filter.
deposit
Nice.
accepted. Credit
Collect, yes.
transferred.
Fun Friend Animation, the movie. Let's see. I gotta focus on actually opening this place up. Also, chat, is my volume all right now? I imagine it is. Oh, did he just bounce off into space? Better fucking not have. That's a barge. That's not a barge, that's a force item. Processor. Alright.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Man, if I had known about that earlier, I would have, like, made sure to fucking, what's the word for it? Because I'm pretty sure that I need to, what I was supposed to do was turn this thing before I unplug it from there. But now, oh, that's gonna be so fucking, that's gonna be so scuffed. This is what I get for brute forcing things. Here, let me take a look at chat right quick.
Salvage
Oh,
registered.
wait, no.
Transferring credits.
I forgot on the Twitch site I need to change the game to Hard Spaceship Breaker. So give me just a minute to do that, chat. I'm sorry. Creator dashboard.
I am back. What have I missed?
Not much, except that I can't sever the fuel line because I forgot to. It needs to be powered to do that.
Hmm.
Also, I cannot edit the stream info for some reason.
Goofy.
Yeah. Okay, now I can. There we go. Alright, done. Give me just a second here, chat. I'm sorry.
Your model looks like he's winking at my image. And Trixon posted it in general chat, said, I love it when someone with a model leans out of the range of the camera.
It looks like they're having also, if I did everything right, I should actually be getting ads on the Twitch side, which I do apologize for chat, but it only plays like about 3 minutes worth every hour, or at least that's the idea. So that's like every 30 minutes it'll play 1.5 minutes of advertisements. If I set it up right, I still don't actually have full, because I have the ads manager turned on. I don't know how to access the panel to it, unfortunately. I'll bother Nazo about that one day.
Christian said, I'll survive him.
What'd he say?
I'll survive him.
I appreciate it, chat. Now, the way I had it set up is I think what a lot of people do, because if you just like let it do the defaults, Twitch will like throw an ad on your stream every time that somebody clicks on it, which is bad because a lot of people will leave the stream if an ad starts playing the second they click on it, because they're like, this isn't worth my investment, I'm leaving. So when I launch the stream, an ad should play, and then like every 30 minutes or so one should play. And then I've eventually got to learn how to also set it up so I can do like just it on like whenever I take a bathroom break. Ah, here we go. It's safe to weld that closely to your face.
Well, yeah, you're okay. Also, it's not welding, it's plasma cutting.
It's of course.
If you use...
Swallow your food!
If you use the line cutting mode on it, it actually cuts those disconnection bits faster.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at
'cause-
that.
Yeah, as long as you cut along like the longest part of it, it'll cut it, or it'll get rid of it faster.
Alright. That is much faster, holy shit.
And also it generates less heat.
Yeah, it doesn't actually... What's the fucking point? The other... Oh, I guess the other thing works for thicker stuff, but...
Mm-hmm.
Cut, 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 cut. I remember the first time I ever encountered an X-Acto knife in my art classes back in school. Me and everyone else just called it that stabby thing.
The stabby thing.
It's like, we wouldn't say, where's the X-Acto knife? They'd say, where's that stabby thing?
First time encountering a knife in general.
I'm actually surprised that they let students use that kind of stuff. Then again...
Salvage is destroyed.
Shit.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Did you cut a hole in the hull?
No, it wasn't. I destroyed an airlock by accident, which is eating dangerously close into my close to my margins.
Oh. Oops.
Oh, it was... I depressurized something, but that's fine.
Yeah, that is one drawback of the line cutting mode, is that you have to be careful where you aim it.
Yeah.
Otherwise you will cut through something that you didn't mean to.
This is your fault.
No!
Okay, well, this time I gotta switch to the actual... god, gotta repair this thing when I'm done with the shift.
AJ says, Shipbreaker Chan mock when.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I've always thought the Shipbreaker suits look neat.
They do. They do. Because I was getting, as I was saying about ads earlier, I was getting a notification to like, oh, turn on ads manager, but like it is on. But I think it was talking about like the thing that shows up and mentions in the chat when an ad is playing. Or maybe that's a bot that Nazo suggested, I don't know. I'm still very new to all this. I think I got rid of pretty much, except you. Die. Alright, let's push. There we go. Oh, right. How do I remove that? Oh, okay. That's actually separate from that. That's good.
Hey, Cheap, I sent you a picture of a, what I think your Shipbreaker would look like.
Let me see here. That looks pretty fucking awesome. Oh, it's even got a buddy on the back.
Yeah.
How is that a problem? How am I supposed to disconnect? Oh, game, please. Game, please. Okay, there we are. Okay. Is this just not... Come on. Get off it.
I think you just pulled the crate off.
I'm trying to.
Tether it to something.
Oh shit.
The tethers are there to pull
Right.
stuff harder than what you can actually do with the gun manually.
Oh, okay, now it's separated good.
Mhm.
Pionk. Pionk.
AJ said a bit chunk industrial astronaut suit would be pretty cool as a mock.
I would love to do that sometime, actually. Like some Red Star type headcanon stuff.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Account reluctantly credited. Why couldn't you do this for free?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Hey, chat, I'm actually curious. Oh, what?
Frickson said they're so pissed about the Red Star.
Applying credit.
What they did with it, or just that the story stopped there?
They said if they could complete one and only unfinished tale, it'd be that one.
Yeah.
They want to know what was up.
Because it was so weird, because the Red Star, like, interfered. Not interfered, but it... What's the word for it? It was it made Karzani redundant. Because, like, suddenly we didn't need a place to return anymore. We just had the place that could literally upload their minds into a new body. Because, like, there were a bunch of people who were dead in the universe on the Red Star that just couldn't go anywhere else. Like, there was the original Hydraxon. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. Oh, well. The original Hydraxon is there. Turaga Lakan is there. Which also begs the question of why can't you just use the ability to reincarnate stuff to turn, like, Turaga back into Toa? That's another thing that I felt made it really iffy.
Edelgard is now in the Discord.
Hey! Finally. It took you freaking long enough. From Simser. I'm sorry I'm being a chicken shit chat and that I haven't gone for the actual reactor yet, but I don't know if it'll explode or not.
Their reactor starts to overload when you disconnect it, but if you can get it into the barge fast enough, it doesn't explode.
Right, but here's my issue. Here's my issue. I can't disengage. I can't disconnect the fuel thing, the fuel line, because it no longer has power.
Hmm.
So when I disconnect it, it's probably going to explode and or catch on fire.
Well, it starts to explode anyway, regardless of whether it has fuel.
That's true, but I hope it's not, like, instantaneous.
It's not.
Okay.
When you disconnect the reactor from the fuel line, it starts like a quick countdown.
Because I have to cut it.
The intended way of getting the reactor into the barge is cutting a hole, or just taking the panel off of the ship below it, and then just tethering it down into the barge.
Hmm. How do I... What is this still connected to? Because I just want to... Because it looks... Oh.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Well, how do I disconnect this part right here? Do I just cut it?
What? You'll have to give me a second to actually see
Yeah.
on the stream. Udron said that Karzani was more like a backup plan because the Red Star didn't work like how it was supposed to be, and then HA responded with because then we no longer have hot hags if we reverse their age.
We no longer have what?
Hot hags.
Hot hags?
Yes.
Are we talking like hags in anime where they look like they're late 20s maximum?
I think that is what we're talking about.
That's for the processor. That's for the processor. Wait, can I just pull it out? No, I can't. Can I? Let me see. Oh my god. Game, please. Oh. Oh! That's right. It's a panel.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, chat. Why didn't you tell me?
It is actually something different that they did. I don't remember it being like that.
You don't remember it being like this?
Yeah, I don't remember it being an actual, like, enclosed thing. I remember it just being the entire structure.
Yeah.
Was the reactor. Also, can we get Nikita in here, maybe?
Yes, we can. You can go ahead and add her to the call.
Alright, I will do that now.
Alright. Actually. Hello.
Sure.
Hello, hello.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
We breaking ships.
Now that I have both of you here, we could do some Cursed Halo 3 later. Wait,
Uh-oh.
has Razor responded to me yet?
No.
He has not. Alright, chat, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna unplug it. I understand.
So I might have done a oopsie.
Did you uninstall MCC, Takeda?
I needed space.
Get a bigger computer!
I'm trying.
Oh, there we
Evil
go!
Eva Garth said, so, can they get the roll now?
Don't forget.
Oh, yeah. That was, Eldegard?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what the name is in the server, though.
Let me see. Welcome. Oh, Cheap's chair, Chad. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, let me add him. Let's see. Permissions. There we go. Done.
Well
All right.
done, Cutter. You.
Alright, well I got that done without it exploding, which was nice.
Now we just gotta work on improving the time. All right. We're done with training. We'll leave you be
I
now.
love how
Great work today, Cutter.
what's it called? The management character here is the quintessential embodiment of it, where like he's never done any of the actual work that he's in charge of micromanaging people on.
Yeah.
He worked on other things that he'll compare. He's like, oh, I worked on space tractors. Space tractors are the same.
AJ said, yes, the hag thing. That was their joke.
Ah, okay.
Salvage secured.
Udrion also said, if Rodaka and Turaga Vakama met, again, what do you think they'd say to each other?
She'd probably laugh at him for being old. She was like, hi, you're old.
You're old now. You're old.
You're old. You got a wrinkly old man dick.
Huh?
Okay.
Toaster said, curse you, Halo.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Well, Takeda, you have all the time you need to start installing that bitch.
Object accepted for processing. Credit
It's okay. Dismantling a ship takes time. You don't need to feel bad about it. Just take as long as you need. Door? Fuck it. I'm still... Man, that thing I blew up earlier really ate into my margins. God, fuck. How do I... Oh, there's gotta be... yeah, there's connectors over here that I missed. Yeah, there we go.
I don't have space. I uninstall something. I don't know what I can uninstall.
You can uninstall in heat.
I don't have that.
Why don't you? I thought you gave me the impression with all this furry artwork in the 18 plus channel. Like I figured Takeda of all people has to have in heat in her Steam library.
Well, funnily enough, I don't.
But you know what it is.
I do, but I don't have.
Chat, if you don't know what that is, don't look it up.
No, look it up.
No, don't look it up.
It's totally safe for work.
It's a Five Nights at Freddy's alternative. Which, to be fair, has pretty solid gameplay. Me and Aki follow that game for yucks.
I'm sure. I'm sure that's the reason.
Yeah, it's purely for yucks. It has nothing to do with attractive animal girls.
Genuinely don't know
What?
what I can uninstall.
To be fair, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Salvage secured. Account
It's not very
credit
fair
applied.
then, is it?
It is. It's fair. People forget things all the time. Ooh, I need a wall terminal.
They're dumb, maybe.
People forget things all the time, but they're fucking stupid. Oh, I can't. Bing. Oh wait, that doesn't go in there. That's not supposed to be in there. That's what she said. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh man, I gotta go under here. Oh shit, it's just irretrievable. Okay.
It's
Can I just
slammed it out of bounds.
Can I just mention I love muffled sounds in space in games?
Trixon said sadly that they're cursed with the knowledge too. It's a VR game, right? No.
It's
I
not
don't think so.
exclusively VR. I didn't even know it had VR functionality. I think
tired,
Gianni mentioned that he's gonna do some voice acting work for that game, which I can only imagine means he's gonna be the phone guy.
There is, I do know what game they're talking about. They're talking about a different game called Anther Heat, which is in fact a fully VR game.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Gianni's actually doing full voice acting for that game for a whole character, I believe.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
gonna be wonderful when it finally does happen. Right now, they're bringing it up to, because I think it was based in another engine earlier, but they moved to a new one, so they had to basically start building up the game again from square one.
And Johnny's going to be voicing a red Primogen.
Primogen? What the
Which is-
fuck is that?
A robot furry.
I'll send you a
Wait a minute, they're all
picture.
female. What is that? How does that work?
No, they're not.
No, he's a dude.
Oh no.
There are many
Oh,
men.
he's the robot.
gay.
Right, the robot. The adorable little robot. That's right. That's right, the one that flips over, that sometimes gets knocked over, and you have to put him back up. I'm so sorry that
No.
we're discussing such degenerate things, chat. Oh no.
No, he plays a whole character. It's a whole thing.
He plays this guy. I sent a picture of it in the group chat.
Yeah, but no, you're not supposed to go yet. Oh god, that's gonna bring everything into the processor. Wait, how do I release tethers? Ah, cancel tethers. There we go.
Also, fun fact, he is the first character in the game to actually have dialogue.
Credits awarded.
Really? Wait, you posted a picture somewhere, you said?
In the group chat, so you can see what the character that he voices.
Let's see here. Wait a minute, what the fuck? I did not... No, that's not okay.
Rewards awarded.
That's not okay.
That's not okay.
I
What happened?
thought
What I missed?
Gianni was gonna be some funny haha little robot man.
No,
Nope.
he is a full-size character
Oh my god.
with interchangeable parts.
No! I don't need Gianni as a busty boy.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
The Tyrodon says, "Hear me out, Dino Girls."
It's a game about that.
Scary monsters. Super creeps.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Cuando Diego da.
Applying credit.
They also said it's fine. They've heard worse.
That's because you've heard worse. Like, there are people who've, Stalin, like, that's a word. Hitler didn't kill as many people as Stalin. That didn't make him any better.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Edel says they wonder what a fart sounds like in space. I never thought of that.
Don't read that.
I already read it.
Read
It's
it.
too late.
The readings.
Salvage deposited.
It sounds the same. Why wouldn't a
It
fart sound the same?
It depends on whether or not you're doing it through an intercom channel or not. Because if it's to yourself, it's going to sound.
Well, I mean,
not
it's
like
like
much.
the tree falling in a forest thing. It's like if a man braps in a spacesuit, did it make a sound?
I can hear Rab just kind of gagging
Applying credit.
in the background.
Brap. She's asleep. Uh-oh. This is gonna hurt me if I'm not careful. Oh god. Chat! Oh, okay. I'm okay.
It's funny that, like, you say, oh, things in space are muffled, but realistically, this whole game would be silent except for your own audio.
Well,
There
no,
wouldn't
I
be
mean,
any
what
sort
we're
of muffled
hearing...
noises.
What we're hearing is... sounds that are, like, reverberating through our body.
Salvage registered. Transferring
The noises that you would hear in this game are the sounds bouncing off of things around you. But that's why space is so silent, is because
Not to mention, we are in orbit, which means there is technically a little bit of atmosphere up here.
Credits awarded.
the main reason that space is so quiet is because there's no atmosphere. There's nothing else out there to bounce sounds
Yeah, there's not a
around
lot of
into your
medium.
ears.
Accepted.
Yeah,
But
sound
in
can't be carried.
But while we're here, there is plenty of things for sound to bounce off of
Yeah.
and come back to you.
The thing is, sound can't bounce off those things. It can't move from one
No,
thing to
there
another thing.
is gas up here. Now, not a whole lot, but there is gas. I think that's what Toru meant. Like, there is a gas medium up here.
To some extent.
Yeah, it's a very thin gas.
It's a very
medium.
minor.
Yeah.
But you can tell that there is by the fact that if you look out to the horizon, there is still a little bit of blue
Yeah.
in the space.
Mhm.
You wouldn't see that if you were outside of the atmosphere.
See-
It would just be around the planet and nothing else.
See that, chat? That's called nitrogen. It's the reason that our atmosphere is blue. Which is funny because liquid oxygen is slightly blue, but that's not the reason for the atmosphere being blue.
Now see, make sure that you don't confuse it with nitroglycerin.
Deposit registered.
Nitroglycerin.
Account credited.
Nitroglycerin. Alright. Think.
Edel says, you said things in space are muffled, so what you're saying is...
No, I'm not.
See, here's the funny thing. It's like, we breathe oxygen, right? But the ratio of air is like 21% oxygen, and then it's like 78% nitrogen, and then other stuff is just a little bit of carbon dioxide and other
Yeah.
gases.
Because like there's still oxygen in the air that we breathe out.
Applied.
Because we don't have like a 100% absorption
Yeah.
ability.
Because, fun fact,
Right.
there is actually a thing called oxygen poisoning.
Yes, too much oxygen. And I wonder how that works. Does it just overexcite stuff in your brain?
How does oxygen poisoning work? Oxygen toxicity is managed by reducing exposure to increased oxygen level. What happens during? Oxygen toxicity is lung damage that happens from breathing in too much extra oxygen. How does it do that?
Yeah.
How would it do that? Edel said they had oxygen poisoning from scuba training. That sounds to me
Really?
like you could sue them, because that means that they did not have their tanks they didn't have the right composition in the tanks.
Yeah, there wasn't like the appropriate ratio of gases. I am sorry for getting started so late today, chat.
Okay, so there is actually a reason why there's usually more oxygen in diving tanks than there is in the surrounding air. And it's because your body gets worse and worse metabolizing that oxygen the deeper you go.
Yeah.
Bing.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Poster says oxygen is corrosive.
Oh yeah, oxidation. I think that's true, but somebody confirm that. Is oxygen corrosive? What is the pH value on air?
Oxygen corrosive. Yeah, oxygen is super dangerous. It is a corrosive gas. It says here specifically, deep sea divers, for example, can seize up and die if they experience oxygen toxicity.
Wow. I love how we have.
So now we have
we breathe
no.
a literally corrosive gas. Isn't that wonderful?
Imagine aliens come here and they scan the planet.
What
they see
kind
that
of place is this?
They do a quick like scan of the planet to see like what it's composed of. They see it like bustling with life, despite the fact that to them they see the atmosphere is composed of oxygen, highly corrosive, and causes oxidate that word.
And they manage metal? How do they do that?
And also nitrogen, which is scary by itself. And they breathe this stuff?
They have nuclear technology? How'd they not set their atmosphere on fire? DeviantArt? What is... Oh, God!
Oh no, they made us weird! Why did they draw us with fur and tails? Oh no!
They have a bizarre obsession with their fauna. We're nearly done here, chat. Just gotta reach salvage goal 4.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
No, you go that way. There we go.
It all said, oh god, DeviantArt.
Freaking DeviantArt. I used to think it was called DeviantArt because, like, oh, it's a porn site.
Deposit accepted.
Because deviant. But no, that's just what they call it.
Material deposited.
Oh, can
Account
all this
credit
go in the...
applied.
Oh, no, that can't.
Insert the best of times and the worst of times meme. Because Edel.
It was the best of times. It was the shittiest of fucking times.
But there was on the subject of humans being wild and wacky in space, I saw it was a short story.
Mm-hmm.
It was like some kind of fantasy news report kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Where they were, or not even a news report, just like a report of some kind, is that they were saying humans are generally considered to be like the orcs of space.
God.
Because we are very simple compared to other people, and we can just kind of we happen to survive things that most other races would consider suicide. However, it also notes that when we are in the presence of an ally or something like that, we do not make any kind of suffering of ourselves known. And they put out a warning saying that if you have a human on board your ship, they will absolutely be willing to go into the reactor to turn it off to prevent your ship from exploding. But while you're celebrating, they are going to be slowly dying, and they will not make it known until it is too late.
Aww.
So then they say for all ship crews to be careful with their humans. Because we have a tendency to just kind of suffer in silence.
I mean, that's a good question on whether or not that is just a trait of a social species. It's like that.
I think
in the modern day, that's a man thing.
Yeah.
Freefall Toaster says they have a bizarre fixation with their fauna, especially canids, something about being best friends with mutual benefits.
They like cats too, for some reason. Like, I like this. I like thought experiments on like what aliens would think of humans in a galactic context. Because you have to consider just what is a trait of a sentient species and what might be unique to us.
Yeah.
Ah!
Injury detected. A ticket has been submitted for medical assistance.
I hate being alive, chat. That's why I did that.
Man cut an active fuel line while he was point blank in front of it.
Oh good, I've almost lost all of my salvage goals. Look, chat, it's been a while. I'm sorry.
An explosion on site claimed your body. Responsible cutters keep safe distance from explosive material.
I want to be done with this. I don't even give a shit about the stupid fucking lights.
Udron said, in one of their stories, a tribal species which considers ice and frost to be death incarnate brings forth a tribe which chooses to live in the coldest tundra on their world.
Jesus. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's what he. What was the skit where somebody's like imitating God's perspective on things? He's like, okay, this place is sweltering. You'll die from heat exhaustion in just a few hours. They're living there for some reason. We got the inverse. Okay. Place is uninhabitable. It is freezing. They're all around there too.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
I've probably gone super into fucking debt because of this. Okay, get your ass back here, back out here, motherfucker. Okay. Oh, can I not move this now? Wait, no, I can. Wait, no, I can't. No, I can't. Oh well. Fuck it. I'm just gonna trash everything else. Into the furnace with you.
Edel says they used to have a story kind of like that, but it was full Anthor society and a full human society, but both sides hated Chimera.
It's like you have to be one or the other.
You had to be one or the other. If you were a mixed breed, you were...
You were disgusting centaur. Nobody likes you.
Wasn't that kind of the plot of Brand New Animal?
Honestly, I don't know. I need to actually watch the show still.
I would recommend it. It's pretty decent.
It's a very good show. No, I mean, if you're going to watch it, we don't want to spoil it too much, but that's generally not the plot, no.
Must be misremembering then.
Processing valuable.
You might be thinking of what I told you about the later, about,
I know there's the whole thing.
Beastars.
Yeah, but Beastars is fully animals. There's no humans, or regular humans.
Yeah.
I need to finish Beastars. That shit was weird.
That show was awesome. We're supposed to be getting another season soon.
And also, said season is supposed to focus on the crossbreeds in the universe.
There are crossbreeds? Oh no.
Yeah, so it's not touched on in the first season, but it is touched on in the manga itself. Legoshi, take Legoshi for example. If you wondered why he has a green tint,
I just figured it was a stylistic choice.
no, it is because his grandfather is a Komodo dragon.
How does that work? Fuck off!
Basically, I think it was his his grandfather was a Komodo dragon. Basically, his mother, it's why he's so, like, normal with snakes and things that are scaled and stuff, because he's used to it. Like the big snake, when she fucking wraps him up, he's just like, these are some pretty scales.
I actually haven't.
But-
I actually haven't gotten that far into the show, so I don't know.
But basically, his grandfather was a Komodo dragon. His mother used to. His mother was, a wolf. Her dad was a Komodo dragon. Her mum was a wolf. When his mother was born, she was a wolf, but she had patches and tufts of scales over her body. And that it's kind of, they're not treated very well. They're treated very, very poorly for being mixed like that. And so basically, I think he even potentially mentions it in the first season. I don't really remember, but she used to check him all the fucking time for scales, because she ended up getting with another wolf. And so Legoshi's like 75% or like 80% wolf and like 20% Komodo dragon. And that's why his fur is slightly green, but she used to check him for scales all the time, and she was so happy when he didn't sprout any scales.
That's so
Edel
fucking
says,
weird. Do you think she has a vagina or a cloaca?
She'd have a vagina.
A vajaca.
Because she's more wolf than Komodo dragon. She's just all with a bunch of scales.
Edel says the snake is the best girl in Beastars, so you have something to look forward to.
Oh boy.
I fucking love the snake.
There was a
Well,
weird...
you're also...
There was a weird anime. I don't remember what it was called, but the main character was a centaur. In a world of, people like that. And oh, I'm almost out of fuel. I need to go refuel. But she was a centaur in a world of people like that. And I just remember looking at the show and thinking, everyone here looks like a DeviantArt OC. And they have like 6 different pairs of ears. They got like 7 kinds of antlers.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000.
Real.
Hey, to be fair, multiple ears can look good in with certain characters.
It's disturbing. I don't like it.
Avali have 2 sets of ears.
I'm not talking about some niche fetish artist characters.
It's not a niche fetish artist character. It's a race from someone's world building.
Okay. I'm sorry. I look at pictures of them. I refuse to believe that there's not a fetish involved there.
What do you mean? They're little raptor creatures.
Little raptor creatures with very shapely feminine forms.
Well, that's kind of what you get with raptors.
Gosh, no, with raptors you get things that are spiny and bird-like.
They have feathers. That's literally what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be raptor people.
Right, I got that part. You say Rivali, and I just think the character from Breath of the Wild.
Avali.
Oh, Avali. But I still think Rivali.
I will send a picture.
Wow, Chief, your aim sucks.
Fuck off, Ozzy. It's like, well, you're Australian.
Yeah, my aim's fucking good.
You guys are used to boomerangs.
Yeah, and I could fucking clock a kangaroo in the head with one from fucking kilometer away. Fucking you do.
You wanna see me suplex fucking kangaroo boy?
So it's actually, so that is actually something that used to happen. The Aboriginal people had a specific kind of boomerang that wasn't designed to return. It was basically just a big long L shape with a big bulge on one side, and they would toss these things literally like 500 meters with so high of an accuracy that they could clock a kangaroo in the head from 500 meters away. with one of these
Jesus.
things. It's crazy.
Aren't kangaroos like sociopaths? They'll drown animals.
Yeah, they'll drown animals. It's one of their like main defense mechanisms. If there's a body of water nearby, they'll go into it with the plan to drown whatever chases them in there.
Uh-oh,
Kangaroos are-
crocodile.
What? Oh. Actually, I want to know what a fight between a kangaroo and a crocodile is like. I'm curious. What was my thing for putting down the helmet?
The crocodile's probably winning that one. Home field advantage.
However, if it tries to lunge out at the kangaroo from, well, it's on the shoreline, then kangaroo might have a bit of a... It might have a chance.
The kangaroo's not going to be able to kill it, but
No, but... It can at least curb stomp the thing and make it think twice.
Curb stomp that kangaroo. Hey! I wish I had some soda.
There's also something to note, is that kangaroos actually have really scary claws.
Kangaroos in
but-
general are terrifying animals. Like, you look at them, you see how unreasonably buff and roided up they look.
Good morning, shipbreaker.
But yeah, no, kangaroos, a lot of people don't realize it, but they have, like, scarily big claws. Like, I'll just send a picture in the group chat of them.
If you love
Wait,
what
say
you
that one more
do,
time?
you will be successful.
Kangaroos, a lot of people don't realize it, but they just have scarily big claws. I sent a picture of them in the group chat.
Yeah, they are. Kangaroos are
Listen
fucking
up,
terrifying,
guys.
chat.
I got something you'll all
but they're
like.
so cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
are
Until
you
they
leaving already?
kick your lungs out of your body.
Yeah.
I went ahead and got you all clearance to use something that'll make you 10 times
Edel says
more
that crocs eat them
easy.
regularly. Kangaroo have very bad reaction speed.
You ready? Demo,
Yeah, tell that to the guy who failed at punching one.
Free. These'll cut through damn near
I mean, I don't know about
anything.
that. I've seen plenty of people punching kangaroos.
Wait. Spark free demo charges?
That sounds pretty cool, Mr. Rhodes.
Toaster says it's a race from someone's world building. Same difference.
No way. Not a chance. Damn things aren't new. Hell,
Let's see.
I've been vaporized by those stupid things plenty of times.
It's not my fault that I like the tiny, 3 feet tall
Think Spark
bird
so much you
raptor
could
people
put one on the first
that are very high technology.
Yours on. That's it. Come on now, Hal. I'm revoking your
Yeah, no,
privileges
the,
for external communication.
I do genuinely actually like
Wait a
them
minute, is this a coup
as a
d'etat?
race.
Yeah.
Huh?
No comms outside the
Station
station network. No more calls to Mars. All
What'd you
of
say?
you need
One
to
second.
understand something.
Fat, ugly
I
neckbeard is
represent the
getting
company.
angry at everyone.
And you show me respect. Got it?
Hal, let's you and I sit down and talk about this.
That's all for now. Let's get to work.
Wow, you are in a lot of debt.
I know.
Yeah, no, that's how much debt the game starts you off in. That's the normal amount.
Yeah. It's
What
quite
did you do to get put in that much debt?
You got hired by the company. That's literally it. So you start off indebted to the company for everything they do, for the initial flash clone they make of you, because the process of scanning your DNA requires you to fucking die. So they just kill you to start with. Let's see. Ship start. I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick, and I'm gonna see if I have any soda.
Actually, in just $1.1 billion in debt.
Yeah. Like I said,
Sounds like your average U.S. student loan.
and you want to know what's crazy? Is that when I think it was Elon Musk, when we were talking about sending people to go live on Mars, that is exactly the strategy that he wanted to use. Just putting people in such a massive amount of debt and to have them working it off, but they're doing it on Mars. Basically indentured service.
Generational debt.
We love indentured servitude. Legally distinct slavery.
Tari, did you ever look at the meme that Edelgard sent to memes?
I did not.
Hold on, I'll send it to you.
And I can just go look on the server too.
Well, there's a bunch in there. Might get a bit lost. Okay, that's not okay. Just already Luna mods for it. I love that.
Be even funnier if they had the same voice actor. But I wonder if that's why they did it. Hang on a second. Let me have a look at this. Do not. Yeah, it would have been very funny if they had the same voice actor.
Oh shit! You guys couldn't hear me.
No,
forgot
also
to
your
unmute.
helmet.
Oh.
You also forgot to put your helmet back on. You need to take a shot.
Oh my god.
You're
Okay.
dying. You're suffocating. You're suffocating.
I forgot to put my helmet on when I went outside the ship.
He's dead.
I'm pouring a shot, chat.
No, Edelgard, you do not need to set things to spoiler when you put them in 18.
In like 8
Unless it's, like,
hours.
Weird. If you post some weird fart shit, spoiler that. I don't want to see it.
Also, hi, chat.
Okay, chat bottoms up. Oh my god. Is that really a shot or is that more than a shot?
That's more than a shot. What the fuck?
I thought, like, this is about shot size. I'm like, that's like 2 shots. You know what? I'm dumping part of this in my coffee. Okay. Now it's about a shot. Ugh.
I killed him. He's gone.
That was not pleasant. Just mix it into the coffee.
That's like that clip, 2 shots of vodka, and they pour in half
Blub,
the
blub,
bottle.
blub, blub, blub. 2 shots of vodka.
Shots.
Blub, 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 blub.
Look, 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 look.
He's like, lady, that ain't 2 shots. Uncle Roger said no. Did I not cut through that all the way?
Udron said, if we're talking about crosswords, do you think Bone Hunters of Bauer Magna are crosswords?
I've always thought Bone Hunters were just like a shoot-off variation of Skrull. Just because they literally use the exact same armor. But, like, I figured Bone Hunter was just an occupation, actually. I figured Bone Hunters were just an occupation, and they can look like pretty much anything. I thought Bone Hunter just meant that you were some piece of shit who, went in the wastes.
Unspoons.
Oh, that's how you cut through this. Alright. Oh, I can barge that. Fuck yeah. Shempt. Fuck. Didn't mean to do it like that.
Bowman says, Chief chucking down a pint of whiskey, and says, that's a shot, alright.
Honestly, the little glass I had in must have been like, it must have been at least 2 shots in there. Wait, Toru, how much is a shot in the United States?
I don't know. How much is a shot? A standard shot of liquor in the United States is considered to be about 1.5 ounces.
Yeah,
However,
that must
it
have
can
been
range
like 2
from
or 3 ounces
1.25
that
to...
was.
Well, it says here, it's up to the bars to decide how many ounces are in a shot, and it can range from 1.25 to 2 ounces.
I love how the
So,
question
technically-
anticipates somebody threatening to sue a bar for giving them a shot that was too small. It's like, that's not a shot. It is by our definition, sir. You win this
So,
round.
yes, technically speaking, that 2 ounces was still a shot.
God, that's insanity.
After 2 ounces is when we can assume that it no longer becomes a shot.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
After 2. Yeah, what is it after what is it after 2 ounces? Is it buckshot?
Double shot.
Double shot. Double shot. Buckshot. Bird shot. I'd say we are off to a much better start this time around, chat. Don't you guys think?
Salvage deposit
Pew.
confirmed. Applying credit.
Now, once you start getting into quadruple shot territory is when you can stop calling it shots.
Yeah, just call it a few cups. Like, almost a cup at least.
Well, that's why I say once you get up to 4, that's about when it becomes a cup. And then at 2 cups, you had a pint.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Comes in pints. I'm getting one. Man, I love Lord of the Rings. Never read the books, but I love the movies.
Alright, Takeda. You're the person that's tried the most drinks here, I think. Which one is your favorite?
Yeah, you're the one who actually goes to clubs.
Okay, my favorite out of what?
Drinks.
Just alcohol in general.
Yeah.
Alcohol in general? Well, I'm personally partial to 11 Life Bitters, but
Salvage
I'm also
secured.
a pretty big fan of anything with Midori in it.
Midori, where's that from?
It's a melon liquor.
Oh, that sounds good. Hello, Miss Kitty. How you doing? Come here.
Oh no, Trixon, things have exploded.
Nothing's exploded on
I
this
don't-
ship yet.
Not on this ship. He's talking about this ship.
Should I take a shot every time something explodes too?
Because there's not exactly too many explosive things on a ship, if I remember correctly.
Well, I mean, there's the
Besides the
engines there.
reactor and the engine.
Yeah.
Airlock pressurizing.
Now this time, remember to disconnect the fuel line.
Yes. Oh yeah, I gotta. Contains wires. Wait. Where's the atmosphere control? I gotta vent this. Ah, okay. There we go.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Alright, open airlock.
Airlock depressurizing.
There we go. Kind of scary that you can just do it like that. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, okay, okay. I'm okay. I'm okay, chat. It was a relatively tiny compartmentalized area. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of scrap. There's a lot of stuff here.
Bowman said, technically 30 ounces could also be a shot depending on the bar. Shot up.
What is a shot for people with giantism?
Well, at that point, it's a pint.
It's a pint.
Or a cup, depending on where you are.
Remember
Depending on your
Dankula made
tolerance.
a full video talking about Andre the Giant?
Bowman says a keg.
A keg. I remember Rab has a story about taking how much Everclear? Huh? Okay. I'm just curious how much Everclear it was that you irresponsibly chugged.
When I first saw it, I gave myself a full red solo compliment.
Oh my god!
And then apparently I had another full red solo compliment. I don't remember. But
Y'all have
I
a head.
said that was way too fucking much.
Y'all have never had goon and it shows.
Y'all, Takita says y'all have never had goon and it shows. What is goon? Why is it called goon?
Bag wine. Bag wine.
Oh, you get that at gas stations.
Yeah. It's wine in a bag. It's goon is fucking super like popular over here for just getting
I
drunk.
don't remember it because I was super drunk.
I have a story
Gruesome
involving you.
I don't know how to coffee.
Okay,
Uh,
so you get the thing. You rip a small hole in the bottom of the filter and get it wet, and then you put it on top. You literally, if you open it up right now, you will see how it's supposed to be made. You fill it up to line 4 inside the thing, the brew pot, and that will help you wake up more. Okay,
There's a
you
picture
go
from
to sleep.
Midori, Chief.
Picture of Midori? Let me see here.
It was very green.
That is extremely green. Ooh, that's a pretty bottle. I like that. I would drink that just because of the
It is a-
bottle.
It is a very pretty bottle. I have a story with goon though. So
Please, let us
This
know of your
was-
Gooner escapades.
So this was maybe like 6 weeks ago. It could have been longer. It's hard to really tell the time. But we went over to a friend's to like party, have fun, that sort of thing. I was like one of the first people to arrive, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll pregame.
Pre-game.
Pre-game.
I
I'm gonna
pre-gamed
drink
the-
some beforehand.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll pregame. Turns out, I pre-gamed a little bit too hard because I had some shots, like, you know, bucket shots where you buy a bucket full of shots
What?
of different types of alcohol. I had
That's
like
a thing?
3 of those. Yeah. I had like 3 of those. I had like 3 cups of goon. I had, which is just awful. I had like a fucking whiskey and coke. I mixed a bunch of alcohol. It was, suffice to say, by the time everyone else actually arrived, I was already fucking wasted.
That's,
And I remember I'm
that's
sitting there.
overboard.
I remember I'm sitting there next to the fire, and I'm like, I have a cup of goon in my hand. I'm like, wow, I'm drunk. I take a sip, and I'm like, oh, that was the tipping point.
That was a. Now I'm wasted.
I remember I kind of ended up just like sort of passing out
Oh,
next
fuck.
to the fire, and then they woke me up, dragged me over to like under the cover, and they're like, "You good?" And I'm like, "I'm not now that you moved me," and I just threw up everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
All I really remember of that night is like fleeting bits of consciousness. I know I was in like 3 different people's laps at some point.
Did you recognize those people?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, like, I was laying down with my head in their lap. I wasn't, like, in their fucking lap.
No, I got that part.
Like, I was being fucking tended to by, like, 3 different people throughout the night. And then I remember they dragged me inside to, like, fucking put me in bed. And they're taking my shoes off, and I accidentally kicked out with one of my legs and just clocked my best friend in the face.
Oh my
I
gosh.
started crying.
Aw.
I started crying because I hurt him. And he was
But-
pissed at first, but as soon as he saw that I was bawling my tears out, he was like, "Oh my god."
It's fine,
It's
you
fucking
freaking
person.
sap.
Yeah, no, over here, Tito, that bucket of shots that you were talking about, over here we just call that jungle juice.
Jumbo juice.
Jungle juice.
Jungle juice.
Basically, you just get a bunch of different types of alcohol and mix them together in whatever you have on hand for group consumption.
It sounds insane.
And we just call him a shot bucket.
I mean,
It's
I just
literally
remember
just a bucket
I just
full of
remember
little
the
shot
taste of that
glasses.
shot I took.
But that's not even where the story ends, because I remember waking up later while the party was still kind of going, and I get up, and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a lot better now. I think I can move around, walk around. So I go walking around, and I walk into the bathroom, and there's just one of the girls who was, she was scolding me for getting so drunk, and had me in her lap, was now bent over the toilet throwing up, and I just wander in, and I'm like, you to hold your hair, and she's like, please, throw up.
The comrades in inebriation. Camaraderie exists within suffering, chat, and there are friendships and bonds to be formed in that suffering and mutual irresponsibility.
And then we all got together again and played Just Dance in the living room on the Wii.
While drunk still, after throwing up.
I had sobered up quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
By that point. I sober up so fucking fast.
I see. I remember... Oh, sorry. To commemorate our moving in, me and Rab went to a bar nearby that's within, like, walking distance of our new apartment. And fantastic bar, by the way. It was nice and quiet on the night that we went. There weren't that many people there. They did not skimp on the drinks, which was really, really nice. Everything I tried was really nice. I had a mule of some kind, and that's basically just something that's alcohol with ginger ale, essentially, which is really good.
I'm gonna interject real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Maddie says the others are louder than you. Heads up.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Let me make you guys actually. Let me turn you guys down. I'll force you guys to be silent. I'll even put like the microphone a little closer, and I'll turn up my gain. There we go.
Just doing everything. Edel, the way you mark an image as a spoiler is that when you're posting it, there's a little icon of an eye,
Deposit confirmed.
and you click that and it makes it a spoiler.
Let me see here, because Toru is now hard to hear. Shit. Okay. Both of you talk at the same time as I am talking. Don't even wait for me to stop talking. Just talk.
Amogus.
Fools. You
Amogus.
need to speak.
Amogus.
Everybody, now determine the volume how I should adjust.
Fuck you in the ass. What?
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 Huh? Huh?
Hitler did nothing wrong. What? I didn't say that.
Also, Edel, if you are on mobile, there should be a button that lets you determine image settings somewhere. I don't know what platform you're using.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Raymond in the YouTube chat
Hey,
said Four
Raymond.
Loko is the best.
What do you say?
He said Four Loko is the best.
Four Loko. That's an alcohol of some kind.
Yes, it's a canned alcohol.
What's up, Ron? Yeah. Check.
Go on. He's dead. They killed him. He fell asleep. He's gone.
Me time.
Also, yes, Bowman, this game has a very good soundtrack. It is a very calming soundtrack. I listen to it a lot when I'm just kind of doing stuff in the background. Space Texas, yes.
All right.
It hurts.
All right, chat. I am back. So anyway, we went to this bar. It was fantastic. I loved it, and we got to walk around this little canal area over by where we live, and it was just fun. And because it was the holidays, there were a lot of people out, and there was like an event where there's just a lot of pretty lights to look at along that path. And I was pretty sloshed when we did, but I still pretty vividly remember us going along that path. We bought a little bubble gun that we still have.
Bubble gum.
It was fun, it was cool, it was cute. But when we got home, went directly to bed because, drunk exhaustion. I woke up later and I'm like, fuck. I need to go throw up. So I went into the shower for some reason instead of the toilet. Probably because I didn't want it to splatter. But I went to the shower and it sucked because we had some really damn good food at that bar. And like half of like the chicken fries that I had came up. And I was like, man, this sucks. But I wasn't, you know, once I did the initial purge, I was fine. I was perfectly fine.
The initial purge.
I was mostly just feeling bad about, like, having wasted the food. Because, like, you know, an animal died for this, and I had to throw up their remains. But I remember having to shovel everything down the shower drain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that was too much information, chat.
Bowman wants to know if it at least tasted good on the second time.
I'll tell you that it didn't have, like, the pungent, stomach acid smell. At the very least. Or if it was there, it wasn't that strong.
Don't forget the line cutting for those segments, by the way.
Line cutting for the segments? Oh, I thought I already cut... Oh, yeah, I remember. I'm just trying not to damage parts, because I know it will probably cut through that.
Yeah.
It'll probably cleave clean through that. Alright. I love how this thing looks like a Dead Space weapon.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I wish they had, like, a kinesis gun. That'd be cool. I mean, that's literally what this is. It's a kinesis gun.
Eagle says that they want to let everyone know in the Discord that they are sorry. They haven't used Discord in ages.
It's okay. It just means you're not terminally online. Or if you are, that you avoid the cancerous spaces. Then again, you're into... This is Edel, right?
Yes.
Then again, you're into farting, so... Maybe you've been in worse places.
Please delete the unspoiled stuff. I don't want to see it.
Wait, I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take.
You fool!
I'll do it.
I like how Razor says you're getting the hammer and the spray bottle.
Oh my god, the suffering. This isn't as bad as I was thinking it would be.
Bowman says the music in this game is such a vibe. On my space porch playing my space banjo.
Literally, it is.
Frickson said Space Texas.
It's exactly as bad as I thought it would be. I like it.
Honestly, I was expecting much worse. Much worse. I've seen much more extreme than this as far as BRAP content is concerned. I've got a stomach for some of the shit that you can see online. Situationally, I've seen some... Sometimes you come across that one thing that's like, oh, my brain has discovered a new depth of disturbing. Like, I think diseased penis is a fetish. It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a dick that looks unfathomably crusty and gross looking.
Nurgle penis.
Nurgle penis. Yes! Yes, Nurgle penis.
Gross. I'm gonna throw up.
Oh god, there's
We
so
need to
much
stop
that line
We
too.
need to stop. We just need to stop saying words.
We need to stop saying words, but words are so fun. Rabbit! Give. It's mine.
I'm legitimately feeling sick. Physically sick.
Okay, Taquito, what is something we could talk about that would make you feel less sick?
Femboys.
Femboys, alright. What about femboys and braps?
I'm gonna kill you. We're gonna die horribly.
Actually, Taquita, I got a weird question, if you don't mind my asking. And if this is too far, just tell me. Are you a mix, or do you prefer doing the penetrating or being the penetrated?
I enjoy it mixed. I'm a switch, so I go both ways.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm also a switch, but I don't think I would like being penetrated.
just haven't had a good session yet.
I mean, I just had
tell
to consider
Rab-
a story where I would have like overshared something.
Do it, share.
No,
Go on,
no,
Sheep.
no.
Tell the strap-on story.
Oh no, we haven't done that. However, Rab does have a thing. Rab does have a we call it the red rocket in the shower. And I will gladly say that I am thicker than that thing. But it is very comfy when it is in your throat. And that's the over personal stuff for the next 5 minutes.
Oral stuff is great.
It was funny because apparently when Rab's mother came over to help us organize the apartment,
Oh no.
she saw it. And I think Rab tried telling her like it's a joke thing. And I'm sure her mother did not buy it for a second. She was just like, you people are weird. I mean, imagine that. You go to your kid's house, your kid's new apartment, and they have an animal penis mounted via suction cup on the shower wall.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oh no, who said what?
Fraser said the stuff we talked about in the server. They just decided to come to see what the wholesome, family-friendly VTube content and what is this, my dudes?
This is why the Bionicle community will never accept me en masse. But Razor, if you're alive, wait, this is Razor Sage, right?
Yes.
Okay. We might do some Cursed Halo 3 later. Also, if anybody wants to submit their mocks, you are welcome to. If we don't get enough submissions this stream, because last I checked we only had like 2 or 3, we might save it for the Friday stream.
Speaking of,
Yes.
Donick said that they are going to dip for a bit. Ping them on Discord when we start doing the mock reviews.
Oh, sure. Donix?
Yes.
Okay, will do. You guys gotta remember that, because I got a shot in me.
Bowman said, speaking of femboys and mothers, did you guys see the TikTok going around of the mom that hired a femboy for their son? Yes, I did see that. In fact, I showed Takeda as well.
Yeah,
It is
I
a
saw that.
wild story.
Can you link this to me? I want to see. Or tell me about it. I'm curious.
I'll just explain
she-
it while I go look for it.
Yeah, please.
So, basically, what happened was there's this guy. It's another VTuber. They work a day job as a entertainer, quote unquote. They take commissions. People call them, say, "Hey, I want you here for this." They go over. They get paid to do that, and they come back. That's their job.
Okay.
And escort, yeah. And
Oh.
one day they get a call, and they ask, like who it is, stuff like that. And turns out it's a mother.
Oh.
They're like, okay, this is weird. They think, like that's they've been through some weirder things. Maybe they want something specific or something like that. They say, yeah, I want to order you for my son. Huh?
No, it's even funnier than that
Oh,
because
God.
she says, I asked my son what he wanted for Christmas.
No!
He said he wants a femboy.
Oh, God.
It was worse than that. He didn't actually say it. He basically said, she basically said, hey, go make a Christmas list. And the only thing he does, he gets a piece of paper and writes really big, all capitals, femboy, as the only word on the paper, and hands it off to his mom.
I mean, I admire the amount of transparency this individual has with his maternal unit, but Jesus
Don't worry, it
Christ.
gets worse.
Oh, no.
Because after this guy accepts the offer, he's like, okay, well, bring your son over here. The mom hands off the phone and says, here you go, tell the femboy what you want.
Fuck!
And he just starts listing off all sorts of different stuff right in front of his mother.
Okay, continue.
Readings flatlining. Please power
I don't think they didn't go into detail about what they wanted, but they just started listing off everything that they were into and stuff like that.
He mentions farting, he mentions vomit, he mentions burps.
He was dead yet again.
I don't know what happened there. I was literally pulling a bench and I got
Smacked into a wall.
launched.
I'll go and review the footage.
You smacked into a wall at Mach 7.
I did, but like, I don't even know how that happened.
It's because you were pulling something towards you while you were...
But like, it wasn't even that fast.
It doesn't matter.
I feel like the
You
physics
still-
just fucked
You were
up.
pressed up against something while you were tethered to it, and then spun around, so it was trying to pull it in front of the gun, but you were also in front of the item it was pulling, so it was just pulling you forward continually faster.
Fucking horseshit. Fuck this game.
Do we need to put you through a physics class?
No, I know how it works. Okay, perpetual motion is not a thing, Taro.
No, but you're also in space, and that means things that are moving won't slow down by themselves. They'll just keep getting faster.
Okay, continue the femboy story. How did this end?
And
And I want to see pics of the femboy in question
alright,
for
I'm gonna go
research
actually
purposes.
find it.
Oh, it's a VTuber, so it's their VTuber model.
Let me see if I can go,
A VTuber was also a prostitute. Jesus.
let me see if I can actually find the video. I don't remember what it was.
The video?
Yeah, well, there's a video, because they went over this whole story
Oh,
on
right,
a stream.
right.
Applying credit.
I don't know where I actually found it. I know where it is. I sent it to Takeda. I need to find the video there. 1 second. Give me a moment.
Let's see. Okay.
Also, Takeda, how do you feel about My Little Helmet?
I thought you were going to say, Takeda, how do you feel about My Little Pony?
That too.
I hate it.
What about Generation 5? There's like
Isn't
maybe
Generation 5 where they like humanize them or something like that?
No, I think that was Girls of Equestria or some shit. I don't know. The only
Yeah, that's when they humanized them.
the bulk
And
of
I
my
think-
MLP understanding comes from Chris Chan and his retarded escapades. I
See,
understand he thinks that he wants everybody to think that My Little Pony Generation 5 is the reason that Russia decided to invade the Ukraine.
see, funny little embarrassing story about me is that I actually used to like My Little Pony.
That's okay. We all make mistakes.
Credits awarded.
But
I
see,
don't know anything about MLB.
but yeah, no, it was back when I was a lot younger, and because I knew like just how much how much the internet hated people who were like My Little Pony, I thought it was a curse. I thought it had been cursed.
I mean, it is.
And I was like,
Oh, wait. So yeah, you used to be into it, you said, right?
I used to enjoy watching it. I thought it was a curse because I thought people would hate me for it.
Well, it's
Like,
just
I
the stigma of
genuinely
the
thought it
rest of
was
the
a curse.
community. Because like, I wouldn't even fault you for saying that you watched the show and liked it.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Yeah, no,
But it's like being
I was,
involved with that community that would be the more problematic half, probably.
Yeah, no, I wasn't actually involved in the community, but I did watch the show. I had a bunch of like stuffed animals and stuff like that. And plushies.
Wow, we learned something new about Toru today, chat.
Not those kind.
What did you do with those plushies?
Oh my god.
I put them on a shelf and let them sit there.
What
I
did
did
you-
nothing strange to them.
Oh my gosh, this is reminding me of multiple things, but this reminds me of a green text I read. Not read, I watched a video of a guy reading it.
Oh no.
But he was talking about how
Already off to a bad start.
he needed to know somebody he could commission to make him a life-sized to medium-sized MLP plushie that could, you know, have custom-fitted like onahos in it and whatnot. And he also had to be able to sit on it, and it had to be able to support 1,000 pounds worth of weight. And he said, you know, I'm only 400 pounds, and it needs to be able to support 2 other people.
2 other people.
And the rest of the board was like, oh, only 400 pounds. Jesus Christ, Anon.
Only 400.
I'm only 400 pounds. Only 400 pounds.
Oh yeah, Bowman said it's not that they was handed the phone, it's that they put the phone on speaker.
Wait, what?
For the story that the femboy was telling, the VTuber.
Oh.
It's not that the mom handed off the phone, it's that she put the phone on speaker.
I've seen like video footage of like a femboy, you know, he's doing his thing on camera. He's got his legs up behind his head and shoulders as he's, you know, milking himself. And you hear his mom enter the room, and she's telling him about some thing that she came across online, and he's just casually talking to her, telling her about how, like, oh, that's made up. That's I think that's a scam. You don't do that. And she's like, well, if it's true, it's really interesting. It's not.
Bowman apparently DM'd you the clip.
Let me take a look here.
So you can have fun going down that rabbit hole. Edel also says that Homestuck was worse than MLP. They went to a Homestuck event with their friend and they screamed at a bucket because that's how trolls reproduced.
Say that
apparently.
Again? Say that again?
It says they went to a Homestuck event with their friend and they screamed at a bucket because that's how trolls reproduced.
That just sounds like lol so quirky behavior. Like that's something somebody would tell you about so that they'd hope you think they're funny.
Kinda. But let's see what the YouTube chat is saying.
Yes.
Retriant said a retirant?
I don't recognize that username. Hello.
I think we've had them before. I think I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
But they said they heard you should fully wake up before drinking caffeine for the best result. Keep in mind this is unconfirmed hearsay.
Wait, what'd they say?
You should wake up fully before drinking caffeine for the best result.
Probably. Actually, I hear apple juice has better effects than caffeine when you just woken up.
Yes, apples, that is something that they pointed out, or I heard mention of, is that apples actually wake you up better than coffee or any normal other types of caffeine, other sources of caffeine.
I want apple juice.
And
now.
you don't actually have any kind of crash afterwards either that you get with coffee.
I actually don't crash with caffeine, but then again, I don't have a caffeine addiction. And I imagine the crash is for people who, like, the 98% of the American adult populace who has a caffeine addiction. Actually, are there stats on that? How many people are addicted to caffeine? And, like, to know if somebody's addicted to caffeine, chat, if you've ever heard somebody say something like, "Where's the fucking coffee?" you know they have a caffeine addiction. And me working at hotels, I have heard that plenty of times.
Studies suggest that between 8 and 20% of people in different countries have caffeine consumption disorder.
Okay, but what about the United States? 8 and 20% is still really high for the world overall.
Well, there's no broad percentage of caffeine dependence in the U.S. population. Smaller studies have been conducted. According to a study conducted by the University of Florida, 28% fulfilled the criteria for caffeine dependence, compared to the 50% for alcohol and 80% for nicotine. So, in
More
Florida...
of them are into alcohol.
So, in Florida, specifically...
Yeah.
28% of people were listed as caffeine dependent.
Oh my god. That's awful.
Edel said, apple juice in the morning is very rough on the stomach.
Is it? You know, Edel is the BRAP expert. I will trust what Edel says here.
Udron said that, for our conversation earlier before we got sidetracked and went on tangents, Jumbo Juice reminds them of a comic where a guy organized a recycling gig in his office and then decided to pour all remaining liquids into one bottle and offered it to his friends as a drink. All of them ended up in the hospital.
He what?
Salvage deposit registered.
He organized a recycling gig in his office and then decided to pour all the remaining liquids into one bottle. So people would bring in, like bottles and stuff like that.
Bottles
they wanted to recycle.
Oh, God. Bottles
And
that
then
were old, probably.
And he just poured all of that into one single bottle for group consumption. And everything ended up in the hospital.
Unsurprisingly!
Disgusting.
That is foul.
Okami says, tipsy bartender levels of arcane alcohol wizardry. Drinking is bizarre.
Drinking is interesting. Because you're a different person when you're inebriated. And not necessarily in a bad or necessarily good way either. You're just a different person overall. Or you're more honest, possibly.
Alcohol is the great defilterinator.
It is.
Jeeve, did you cut the fuel line?
I actually just pulled this out. And I'm not getting any warning, so I must have done it right. That's weird. You needed to, turn a thing to be able to do that.
It's only for certain ships. Or for, some ships. It's not something you have to do every time.
Okay, alright.
Go check 18 plus.
Let's see this.
Check 18 plus. Ooh, what's an 18 plus? What's an 18 plus? What's an 18 plus? I want to see.
Oh, I see. I don't like the proportions on that, though.
Oh, what are the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're looking at something else. Oh, the line breaker artwork.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like how big line breaker draws them.
I mean...
I like the art style, but I don't like how big it all is.
I mean, that bird right there, I don't like the proportions on it. They look fake. They're too big for the rest of the body. It doesn't look right. Proportions are all out of whack.
Wait a minute. What looks fake, Toru?
The chest. It looks fake. They're too round.
You don't have to read my chat anymore.
They're too perfectly circular.
You don't have to read my chat anymore, Toru. You can get out of here. You can get out of here with your silicone shaming.
It's
fired.
Fucker. I appreciate what the human form can accomplish when the mind is over matter. I understand that some people like the cartoony look. I understand that some people just like perfect globes.
Yeah.
More than they like hemoglobin in their blood.
I'm aware of this, and I'm not shaming anyone that does. I'm just saying, to my particular tastes, I don't like it.
That is fine. That's fine. But for me, there's a lovely degree of perk there that I really appreciate.
Here's the thing. Here's my issue with it.
Okay.
The waist is way too thin for them.
Oh, but that's so nice.
If the waist didn't look like a pencil compared to the rest of the body, it would be better.
You don't like the hourglass form. Ugh.
I like the hourglass form. This is just way too extreme of an
liking it. Is this really extreme? It's cartoony. The proportions are naturally exaggerated.
I mean, I guess.
I'm just enjoying sitting here listening to this.
Just me geek shaming Toru for not being enough of a degenerate.
Yeah.
Oh god. We were at a mall once, and there was this chick walking in front of us, like extreme corset training. I could tell, because like that waist had to have been less than 20 inches, which is insane. Like, she was, like, super thin at the midsection. I mean, to be fair, overall, she was very lean, too. But, like, wow, girl, that is some dedication. Uh-oh. grapple damage. Oh, okay. That's fine. I recently repaired it anyway.
Salvage deposited.
I'll look at people that have, like, clearly dedicated themselves to specific styles of living, and I'll think, I mad respect that shit.
Edel says, did she remove the ribs too? Because that's wild.
I don't know. She was Asian, so she also, they are kind of predisposed to being very thin.
They also said they adore femboys shorter than them.
This was who?
On the topic.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Because it's all dependent on how tall you are, big boy. Go ahead,
On the topic
Takeda.
of massive fucking titties, I posted this to 18+.
Oh, fuck yeah, let me see. Get a long shirt.
Yeah, it's the most recent image that she posted.
Oh, wait.
Now see, the image below the get along shirt, that's one I can get behind a lot more. It looks a lot better.
It's because it's a fucking bird.
Well, so was the last one that I was referring to.
I suppose so. Pin me down, hold my hand, cuddle me gently, pet my head, and suck my dick.
That's YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I will both be accepting of that, and I will do that.
Bowman says, still curious of what art you guys are even talking about. I know the whole there needs to be trust you're over 18 before we give you the 18 plus channel, but they think they've shared before. This is the first time they installed Windows was on the 39 floppy disk old.
I think I remember that, yes. Okay, Bowman. Message me later, and I will give you the roll. Or, heck, before we do mocks, or when I order pizza later, I'll give you the roll.
How about you make me
a mod?
A person that can do that. Because then I can just go and do that.
Actually, let me see if I can do that. Yeah, let me, Toru has been promoted to mod.
Yay!
Let's see.
So what's my salary?
Celery.
Perfect.
Let's see.
Do I get peanut butter with it, though? Or ranch?
Peanut butter isn't allowed here for certain reasons because people were trying to use it to do things that were not very kosher, if you will. Shower drains got clogged a lot because of it, and I had to wear a muzzle for a while. Let me see here. How to give you, let me see, manage roles, content, social, family center, authorized apps, devices.
Well, if you're making Toru mod, you're gonna make me mod, so we can be.
Toru's the one devoted to reading my chat, Takeda. I don't want to give too many people the power of God in anime.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I won't kill the server. Swear to God.
Let me see here. Bridge crew.
Cheeb about to join the Mechanicus for the breast implants.
Mechanicus will like get rid of like here, let me add Toru to bridge crew.
They're batteries.
No, they're not batteries. They're oil dispensers. That way you can just carry around the holy oils.
They're just cooling
whenever
tanks.
You need.
Yes, Rap. Oh, it's Gort.
I wanted for several counts of
Murder.
murder. What the fuck am I looking at?
Takeda started spamming Linebreaker's artwork.
Oh.
I first encountered this artist like through some Gardevoir artwork they put up on Twitter a while ago.
Chib wants to know. Chib's chair sand wants to know if Edelgard wants to know if you gave them the chair roll yet.
If I gave. Oh,
Edelgard
I thought
the chair roll yet.
not
that's
yet
right. Because they weren't in the server until recently.
Toru, you should have permission now, I think.
Okay. So-
Udron Micro says, "What's the most blurst concept for a Bionicle mock? Johnny Bravo as a Scoutry or a Ziklak Princess?"
A Zyglak with what?
Zyglak Princess.
Probably the Zyglak Princess, because that sounds funny.
Ordering
I mean,
pizza.
Johnny
Order the
Bravo as a
pizza.
Scoutry is also very funny.
All right, so what are we doing here? Bowman wants the 18 plus rule,
That is correct.
and we need to make a chair
Yes, just
roll for.
yes, make a chair roll for Edel.
How do I allow people into the 18 plus channel?
You can just go to the 18 plus channel and edit its
Modify.
settings. Yeah, modify, and you can just add people to it. Also, chat, is my
Permission.
volume better now? I hope it is.
Bowman.
Sleepy Coco says, "Still at work, but I hope things go good during the stream." Oh yeah, they've been
I've died like 3 times.
awesome.
And the
Talking
second,
about kitties.
yes, and the second is we need to make a new roll for Edel.
Yeah, as my dedicated chair.
Bowman and Trixon both say the sound is good.
Okay, good.
Create roll. What color do you want your funny custom roll to be? Edel, what's your favorite color?
Yeah, pick a favorite color.
Trixton says Johnny Brockty.
Brock D. Brock D. I want that to be a name.
Achieve my feelings are hurt. This is how it is. Tor's the only dedicated chat readers if I don't do that every time.
You do that. You do that. I appreciate it. However, I do not want to. It is partially also for me not to get used to just divvying it out to everybody I call my friend.
Genuinely, I'm only joking. I don't actually want a mod roll for anything. I used to do a lot of mod stuff.
Well, you're getting it, bitch. No, you're not.
I don't. No, I don't. I have a personal rule that I'm no longer modding servers.
What happened the last time you modded a server? I'm curious.
Yeah, I modded a server for like friends for like Toru and stuff when we were all much younger and stupider, and I kind of just power tripped a bit, but
Oh,
like everyone
no.
there was also assholes anyway, so it was just not healthy, and so I just.
So you're like,
personally
I don't
feel
trust
like-
myself with this.
Pretty much, but like I'm older now, I'm more mature. I'd probably be fine, but it's still personal principle. I'd rather not be in that situation again because it's just so stressful.
Understandably.
All right. Do we want the chair roll to display separately, or do we want it to just be a color roll?
I mean, we'd normally just make it a color roll.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna make it like a really awful color.
Well, they said we asked them what their favorite color. They said pink or green, so I'm going with green.
Ah, yes, the color of femboy farts.
As they would enjoy.
Fuel levels restored.
Let me actually take a quick search.
Let's see here.
View server as roller, just to make sure they can't see anything that they shouldn't.
I mean, I guess you can
much,
make the roll appear separately if you like. I'll leave that up to you.
Too much power for a 13-year-old.
You were 13 at the time?
Discord moderator, something like that. I know we were all very young still. It was like I was moderating a bunch of different servers. Most of them went fine, but it was like the few where we just had really troublesome people, and it was always just super stressful because someone would do something that's very clearly against, you know, both TOS, just generally not good, like call someone a slur or any
Oh,
other number
gosh.
of things, or actually just fight with people. And I'd be like, right, well, I'm going to kick you, and then they're going to come back, and then they'll keep fucking doing it, or they'll start attacking me because I actually punished them for doing something they know they
How dare you hate racism?
Yeah, well, it wasn't just racism, but we had some very particularly awful people in some of our servers. Toru will know one called Nina.
Oh God! The fact that Toru actively like broke character and audibly gagged.
Yeah, no, I would. They were a special case of stupid.
Also power
threatening-
hungry.
Yeah,
Very
threatening
power
to,
hungry.
like, threatening to like report the server for all sorts of things if they didn't get their way, and Toru was unaware that nothing we were doing was actually bannable, and so like made a bunch of extra backup accounts just in case because they were terrified of actually getting, kicked off the platform.
In my defense, I only ever made one, and then it is no longer active because I don't have the email anymore.
Yeah, but like but because it was a server of friends, anytime I punished them, it would always upset other people, and then fucking I'd somehow become the bad guy, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. At least I think
Or if you ban someone, they just get allowed back in. Like one of our other friends, Vera, who I think you might have met once or twice.
Mhm.
Back then was, she was a lot, like just a lot, and so I used to get into a lot of heated arguments with him all the time, and a lot of the times it would result in me fucking banning him for pretty good fucking reasons, but because he was like Toru's friend, Toru would always invite him back.
Toru,
Start his shit again.
your mod privileges have been revoked.
We're all fucking older and not as stupid anymore now, so it's fine.
Actually, how long have you two been friends?
About
Going
going
on
on 10 years.
God damn!
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a time.
It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. So I'm
AJ.
I'm 23. We've known each other for about 10 years. So yeah, I would have been about 30.
Damn. You were saying, Toru?
AJ said earlier that the sound was good, so Toaster said the volume's been good.
Okay.
AJ said, hey Chief, if you don't mind me asking, what's the next video about?
Next video is about my Vampro revamp, where
Yes,
I
that
give that
reminds me.
sassy motherfucker the curves he fucking deserves.
That reminds me. I said I wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, give me a second. What is it, Rab? Okay, Takeda, hold that thought. I will be right back.
Yes, Bowman. Wiser was not mentioned.
But yes, the next video is going to be about my Vampro revamp, and then hopefully the video after that's going to be about my self-mock. And there was something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, once the instructions, which are almost done by the way, not the part count, but the instructions, are nearly done. Once those are finished, I'm going to be putting those up on the Patreon. Now, mind you, the part list won't be ready, but the instructions will be, and that's like all in video format. So you'll be able to derive some my supporters will be able to derive some entertainment from it, And yes, that's even available for the $1 tier.
Bowman says, earlier this year, I went to a skiing trip with someone who turns out I've known for like 23 years without me realizing. We were never like close friends, but we had been in the same community and switched to the same new ones once old ones dissolved.
Oh, wow.
I have a friend like that, when I've known them since, like, elementary school. And we don't really talk all that much, but whenever we do talk, it's basically like we've never been apart. They're a very good friend.
That's good.
Freefall Toaster also says, speaking of which, I like how Cheap turned Vampire into a thick-dyed femboy in contrast to the original's leg stumps.
I felt like Vampira is a very proud character, and I feel like, okay, from what little I can derive from his character, he feels proud, and I believe he's the Turaga Nuju of the Makuta, where he just doesn't believe anybody is worth talking to because he's better than they are.
On the subject of Vampira,
Yeah.
AJ Arts ask, is the Vampire Boy's character actually sassy? They don't know the lore.
So, Vampira, once
You don't
again,
know the-
barely has any character at all in the story. And what does not help is that, you know how a character that, how a character that is mute communicates with people? By making gestures. You know what you need to see gestures? Fucking eyesight. Guess what's wrong with, the two characters Vampira interacts the most with? That's right, they are blind. So, Vampira, there are weird points. I was listening to Shadows in the Sky, and there are weird points of the story where Vampira holds a gaze with somebody despite not actually being able to see them. Which leads me to
I will be right back.
Okay. Which leads me to believe that Vampira really isn't blind, but doesn't care to inform anybody otherwise. But then it's also like, it's a really bad choice of character. And honestly, I hope when Isaac Miner gets to revising that portion of the story, that he just gets rid of the freaking blind thing altogether, because it was a stupid gimmick, and I believe that it, like, horrendously hampered Vampira's character, because I'm sure this went through Greg's head when he was writing the arc, was like, shit, Vampira's mute. He can't do anything, really, to interact with anyone, other than walking around and making ambient noise. Because, like, you could make him, like, have a tilt of the head, have him roll his eyes. But when everybody he's interacting with literally cannot see, despite being in machine bodies, which doesn't make sense to me still. A lot of things about the Makuta's anatomy does not make sense. It kind of just, like, cuts off that ability. It's like cutting off a dog's tail. Like, you've basically removed their ability to emote with other dogs.
I return.
Welcome.
Bowman says, when is Chief posting his self-love is going to become a running joke?
Oh, not until you said it just now, but it will be. It will be.
Edel says, Vampire is an interesting name. Is he a bat or something?
He's like a dragon bat. He's, Oh, that's right! I don't think Eldegard is actually, a Bionicle fan.
AJ.
Yeah, okay, so the Makuta are all, like, they're basically light vampires. They are able to drain light from living creatures, which turns them into creatures of shadow. And Vampira, like, has his entire character kind of just built around that. He is kind of just a sentient predator.
Light, quote-unquote, says Trixon.
Yeah.
AJ Arts says, will you be doing the rest of the Vampoys? I also had no idea they were all blind.
Yeah, no, so they all went blind when Matoro used the Mask of Life to restore to revive Will I be doing the rest of them? I might be. I absolutely would not be making them all femboys.
No, you have to. Now they're all femboys.
No. One thing I thought might be interesting is, I think it said somewhere in the lore that Makuta can merge with technology. So I thought, what if Antraz, when he took the Jetrax T6, actually like fused with it to an extent? And that might be really cool to like just have a corrupted half of the vehicle with big old bat wings on it. That might be cool.
Make him a centaur, but with car instead of something else.
Well, I figure like, he's
Centaur.
just fused into the seat with his head able to pivot around a little bit.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Bowman said, just most of them.
Just most of them. Okay, let's think right now. What are some other characters in the Bionicle universe that could easily be femboys if I revamp them?
All of them.
No, we can't do all of them. I want to respect character. I wouldn't make Jala a femboy.
Femboy Rudaka.
Femboy Rudaka. I give her big-ass aircraft carrier shoulders.
Aircraft carrier shoulders.
That's what I call her. She's like an aircraft carrier on legs. Like, Rudaka has some thick-ass fucking shoulders. Made out of concrete. But let's think. Other characters that could be good femboys.
Barman says just most of them in response to which ones to make into femboys, and I said all of them. Barman said just most of them.
Wait, what did Bowman post?
Yeah, you already
Just
read that
most of
message.
Oh, okay.
Barman said just most of them, I would assume in response to which characters to make femboys.
Just most of them. I would say characters that are really, like, just... that have an ego about themselves would be very fitting for it.
Gelu also says, Barman also says Gelu.
Gelu. Who's Gelu? Let me see. No, stop.
Yeah, you rat.
What?
I already read that message from Bowman.
Which one?
Whenever he said just most of them.
Oh, well.
It's
Let's see. Who's Gelu?
Sucks.
Oh my gosh, yes! Gelu, who already has, like, one of the most attractive helmet pieces that half of the lewd mock community uses for lewd mocks anyway.
Trixon says Takanuva. Would Takanuva work? And then Bowen responds with Takanuva would be a twink.
Yes, he would be. He would be a twink, absolutely.
Donix also said Turago Nua. And Matoro.
Why Turago Onua? Like, Onua's like very... I mean, he's cool. He's very fun-loving, and I like him, but I don't see, like... I don't see it... Oops. I don't see, like, the overconfidence being a thing with him.
Femboy Emo Akmu.
Maybe. Maybe. Femboy Emo Akmu. I make all the Vaki femboys. Femboy dominatrixes.
Oh. AJR says Roxy.
Femboy Rakshi, let's go.
So I have an I have an interesting story about that. So you know the way Matoran are articulated, like in terms of like the Jala on the Gaku bird and whatnot, how they look in those sets? How they use the Matoran piece, which basically acts like the Roxy shoulders?
Yeah.
I had a Rakshi mock that I made, like, using the Makuto Rakshi back piece and Vorak's head. But his color scheme was basically black and red. And I don't even remember what I fucking called him. But I essentially used that Matoran chest piece instead of the Rakshi shoulders. And then between the Mata hands that you use to mount the arms directly onto that chest piece, I put, like, I think it was like a 1x9 beam. And I look at him and I'm like, part of me doesn't know what to make of it, and I'm like, why is that triggering something in my head? Why am I imagining low saxophone sounds? And
You should remake this mod.
I will at some point. But I was like, you know, no, it's not a sex thing. He's just, it looks really cool. It looks really cool. Because I came up with my own way of making Rakshi shoulders. I am awesome. It's not a sex thing. I must have been like 8 or 9 at the time. I had a very early sexual awakening, chat.
So did I.
Like I was a little fucking pervert when I was a kid.
Bowman says Hairless Whisper just starts blaring.
Hairless Whisper?
I was gonna say, by the way,
Don't know what that song is.
if you want a bunch of characters to turn into femboys and you want to do it with like prideful and egotistic ones, you should make all of the Paraka femboys.
No, because they're... Are we gonna bring out like the fantasy orc argument being stereotypes, but we're gonna... Crushing alert. Oh shit.
Udron said they still think male Vortex could be femboys.
They could be. It's not a bad idea, but like, there's no like major male Vortex characters, and half the ones that do appear in the story all fucking die. Like, they're on screen for maybe 5 seconds.
Topaz says, why would anyone want to know what you got off to as a kid?
You know something? You're right. I wasn't saying what I specifically got off to as a kid. I was just saying, like, what was awakening things in me at the time.
AJ has said Rakshi and Maxilos with question marks, and she was meaning they don't know what those are.
I think it could also mean that they might be good ones to femboyify.
Maxilos? Honestly. I think Maxilos's design is fucking perfect.
I think the
Bowman
Rakshi
asks-
were always some of my favorite sets.
Bowman asks, is the shadowed one a femboy?
It's the shadowed one of Femboy. He has 3 legs. No, he's got a tail, but it looks like 3 legs. It's a very good question, though.
Toaster says the Paraka should have JoJo fashion. You gotta give them strings
Yes!
and everything.
Yes! That's better!
But for context, Chief, here's Careless Whisper. You've absolutely heard it before.
Careless Whisper, that's a song?
Mm-hmm.
Here, actually, let me... I'm gonna mute my desktop audio so I can listen to it. Oh my god!